I have this Rainbird 4-inch high efficiency rotary sprinkler. It shoots the water out in lines. It says it's up to 30% saving. It'll go from 8 feet to 14 feet, and you can adjust it from 45 to 270 degrees. I'm going to show you exactly how to adjust this. So when you put a sprinkler head in, you never want to connect this directly to a PVC pipe underground for a variety of reasons. One is, if you step on it and it's on hard PVC, you're going to either crack the bottom or crack the PVC, and you don't want to do that. That would be a major water break. Secondly, you use this thing called funny pipe or easy pipe or swing pipe, and you attach the sprinkler head to this, and then you attach the end, however long you're going to make this, preferably at least a foot long, to the PVC. So that gives you not only room to swing it up to work on the sprinkler head, but it gives you some flex as this is sitting in the ground to move up and down or whatever, move with the ground without disturbing the actual PVC end of the connection. And so this just twists on. You can put a little drop of water on there if you want to, but just hold it firmly with your hand, push this on till you get past these little barbs. This is called a barb connector, by the way. You can get them in 1/2 inch size threads and 3/4 inch threads. That's a 1/2 inch, that's a 3/4 inch. You can buy these already made up, or you can make your own. When it's on there, that's not going to pull off. You're going to have to cut that off to get it out. Or what I usually do when I pull pieces of pipe off, I'll grab it like this with my pliers and pinch it till it starts degrading and it'll come off. You have to get it off here if you want to reuse it, otherwise you just cut it with the scissors there. So just make sure it's all the way in. So why am I doing that when it's not in the ground yet? I built this little contraption. Got a hose, on-off valve, a double female connector. It has pipe thread, and it goes from pipe thread to PVC thread, a reducer. And then I have an adapter here and another barb. So I can just push this other end of this in here and test the sprinkler head before I put it in the ground. You can see the yard running, trying to put some water down in the middle of a 2023 drought. I have lots of rainbirds, I have 15 zones. And I have a variety of sprinkler heads. And you have the sprayers like this one, and then you have the shooters like over here. And there's so many varieties and they all work a little differently. And to dig the hole out, put it in there and test it, you know, I get wet from the other head. So I just decided to use a little contraption like this. You can see I can just turn the water on, look how far it's going to shoot, get it all set up, and then just go put it in the ground. But let's focus on operating that sprinkler head. Alright, I have the water on, this contraption. You see this little line here? That's where the water is going to start in this direction. And I'm going to open it up clockwise. So let's open it up, pushing down and turning it to the right. Notice more lines come out, it's rotating. Alright, so here's the line again. I'm going to push down and turn. See how it opened up now? It'll go to 270 degrees. I have it about 180, about 180 degrees. Okay, and if I want to close it down and push down, turn it counterclockwise to where you basically almost, pretty good, there's a little drip. Let's see if we go more. Got a couple drips, basically shuts the sprinkler head off. Push down has to be on to adjust it. So now I know that's going to be 180. I can stop right there, disconnect this, and put it in the ground. I'm still in 180 degrees, so pushing this down and turning it changed the arc. Now I'm going to change the distance. And on this sleeve here, if you turn it, now I'm turning it counterclockwise. You can see it's barely coming out. It's coming out, you can see the water maybe 2 feet. If I turn it clockwise now it's going in further. It's a lot of distance of adjustments. Okay, so this will go, what did I say, 8 to 14 feet out. So I got 270 degrees of settings in the arc and 8 to 14 feet. Well, I just showed you. And when you turn it clockwise, you increase the arc, and when you turn it clockwise, you increase the distance. If I scale this back, I mean, that's not even, that's just a couple feet. So I think it would be real variable here, because if you don't have enough pressure, nothing's going to come out at that lower pressure setting. That's all you have to do. So you've got flexibility in how you build this swing pipe, easy pipe, or this funny pipe, whatever you call it. You want room when this is in the ground attached to the PVC to be able to bring it way out, change the head. You don't want this trapped in the ground low. That means you have to dig higher. This is a lot of flexibility. Once you dig around here, you can usually pick that up. If it's even longer, you have more. You can pull that thing all the way out of the ground to get working on it and put it back in. Distance 8 to 14 feet, arc 45 to 270, 4-inch riser. Uniform coverage, so it sprays in lines versus a general spray, and lines will get blown less in the wind. This is the knob you turn right here. See inside this little housing? It's threaded. It's blocked here. Just have to get in there, turn it to the right to increase the distance. And when you're doing the arc, you have to push down and turn it, but you have to have the water on to make that happen, to get some pressure below. I'm not sure what the mechanism is.